All right, hello everyone. Welcome to a very exciting tasting. This is going to be awesome. Today we are tasting 4 different Hou Kuis. This is 4 Anhui Huangshan Tai Ping Hou Kuis. So this is not the Hou Kuis from fucking Sichuan or Yunnan or the Hou Kuis. These are 4 different Hou Kuis. But these are 4 different Hou Kuis. What does that mean? How can you have 4 different Hou Kuis? I'll tell you what that means. So, what we have, this is courtesy of my friend Manfu, who is one of my main tea people back in Huangshan. We have, Hou Kuis, we have 2 variables here. The first is new cultivar, old cultivar. So that's one thing that's going to be different in these ones. The second thing that's different is location. So all of these teas come from Hou Keng. I check. But when you're looking at Hou Keng, so if you're in Hou Keng, there's the village, and the village is situated right at the base of the mountain. So you're in the village, you walk out of the house, and there's the mountain. So to get to the good tea field, you have to go up the mountain by scooter, by car. If you want to walk, it takes a while, but you can. So those are the good tea fields. Down at the village level though, there are some tea fields, there are actually a lot of tea fields at the village level. Why? What's the difference? What's important about these 2 things? The ones on the mountain are much smaller. It is much harder to plant a tea field on a mountain. The terrain is uneven, it's hard to get to, it's harder to manage, yada yada yada. It's not your land per se, which may be another thing. On the village level, yeah, you get some, it's a little bit bumpy at the village level, little hills, but it's much flatter at the village level. So you can plant much more trees, it's much more accessible. And so actually a lot of the teas come from that village level. So that's the other thing. So we have down at the village level, we have up on the mountain, we have new varietal, we have the old varietal. So what do we have here? So we have 3 varietals actually. No, I'm reading his Chinese. 2 varietals it looks like. So we have here Tuzhong Putong Hou Keng. So this is the local varietal, but it's kind of average fields, normal fields. We have Huangjong, yellow, well, that's not yellow. I don't know what that is. Something zhong, so some type of tea, and it's the new varietal Hou Kuis, sorry. Oh, this is Putong Hou Kuis. Putong. Now here's the good stuff. This is where we have local varietal, core region, first pick, Kaito. That's the, and then here we have, this is where it gets interesting. New local varietal, core region. And that's very interesting. So we have, so for example, we have, oh, okay, well, this is actually really interesting. We have new varietal, we have new varietal, normal location, we have old varietal, normal location. We have new varietal, good location, central location, and then we have old varietal, central location. And so it's a complete mix and match of new varietals, new locations, old locations. We about to get geeky. We gonna learn something today. Let's go. Okay, so after a little bit of consideration, I've decided to start with comparing new varietal, the core location versus the normal location. So, especially on tastings like this, you can't just taste them by themselves. If I had enough teaware, I would taste them side by side by side by side by side. Don't have enough teaware for that. But I have enough. I have enough to do side by side, which is good, which is a good start. And so I decided to go with this one because I'm assuming that the new varietal is going to be a little less flavorful. And we're going to be able to see this terroir a little bit easier. So one of the things I want to see, by the way, I'm doing 4 grams. I'm doing 4 grams, but that might be it should be okay. One of the things I'm trying to see is that I want to see what flavors come from the terroir and what flavors come from the leaf. All right, so that's that one. That is new Pinjong, new varietal. Now I need old varietal. Old varietal, no, that's not what I need. Pumpkin. Old varietal, normal. No. Sorry. New varietal, core location. Okay. So there is a little bit of, it's not a perfect comparison because according to this is the first pick. It is, I gotta be very careful here. New varietal, core location, old varietal, core location. Well, for those of you who speak Chinese, what it technically says is Xin Tuzhong, which is, I have Tuzhong, which is the core location, and then I have Tuzhong is the local varietal, and then this is Xin Tuzhong, which is new local varietal. Kind of like how KFC had the new original recipe. Hou Kuis is really interesting. Hou Kuis is one of those teas. Oh, hello. Another thing that I would love to see is similarities and differences in the leaf. I would love to be able to recognize leaf, or recognize things within the leaf. To get an idea about weight here, so good leaves are full of stuff, and so the good leaves will weigh more. This is 0.5 gram. This leaf alone, or I guess it's kind of 2 leaves. Well, no, because it was 0.6. So this leaf alone is 0.5 gram. All right, eat it. This leaf is 0.2 grams. One single leaf is about 0.2 grams. Interesting. All right. Oh, that's full of flavor. Yes, you can. Oh my God. Whoa. Wow. That is full of flavor. I just ate a tea leaf and it's just, oh, crazy. It's hard to tell, but the first picks are a little bit thinner, a little bit a lighter green. The later picks, and it's not much later, are a little bit thicker, and the green is a little bit darker. This see you have a little more of a yellow hue. This one's a little more green. So y'all know me, double gong dao based style. Judging by the smell, I think these are going to be good times to pour. That's the other nice thing about gaiwans and double gong dao based styles, is that it really allows you to taste, like really use all of your senses, leaving submerged. You can use everything, sight, smell. The thing about in my opinion, the thing about a teapot, despite its convenience, that it feels kind of closed off. You're kind of closing the tea off. Okay. So right off the bat, this one is pretty basic. A little bit of vegetable, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but kind of just your standard Hou Kuis, you know. Kind of your standard market Hou Kuis, which is not particularly good. It's not particularly special. It's a little bland, it's a little flavorless, it's a little like, kind of just tastes like a good green tea, you know, but doesn't really taste like Hou Kuis. If you watched the Tia Kuan Yin video, I talk about expression of leaf, you know, and this is something you see in all teas. Like, yes, this tastes like a nice green tea, but it doesn't taste like Hou Kuis. And I think that's a difference, and that's a big part of tea. So for this one, we're seeing a little bit more. You know, this one has vegetal light pea notes. This one, you can tell those pea notes have really developed into something. They're much more crisp, they're much more clear. It's actually a pretty comfortable tea to drink. Really soft, sweet, bright. No one's really gonna say, I don't like this tea. You have a Pinot Noir and you have a Merlot. Pinot Noir and Merlot should have two very distinct flavors depending on where you get, and no matter where you get them from. A Merlot should have these general flavors, a Pinot Noir should have these general flavors. If you get a Pinot Noir, if you have a Pinot Noir and you have a Merlot and they taste the same, then it's not, you know, the same thing. They're not really expressing, they're not really expressing the leaf, the grape. It's that same sort of thing. So in the second steep, it's stronger and these flavors have come out a little bit more. The flavors are, for what it is, it's pretty good actually. You know, it's giving me the normal Hou Kuis, like the normal basic Hou Kuis flavors, like the basic market level Hou Kuis flavors of just like, yeah, a little vegetal, a little sharp, it's bright. The notes are actually pretty clear. It is a little lively. This one has a much more like neon color to it. It's much brighter, it has some life to it. See if I can put something behind it. Right, there's a little more life. This color just seems a little dead, a little more watery. You see, it's just kind of like water. This one, yeah, you can see it. It just has a little bit of brightness to it. And it's interesting because there's extra flavor notes in this one, but they're not necessarily good. There is a little bit of funk, a little bit of musty, a little bit of, I got a weird little taste in there. So you can drink this and you can see where somebody might not like this. Because it's a little more clear of what's what. Oh, this is the flavor for this, this is the flavor for that. This is this flavor, this is that flavor. This one is almost a little more of a people pleaser. This is the newer varietal, where you're not, you know, it has flavor notes and it has some structure, it has a good structure to it. But it's almost a little plain, like there's nothing there not to like, but kind of in a boring way. This one is giving you a little more complexity, a little more, just a little more.